That is amazing. Hey, everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. And before I introduce our great guest, we'd like to remind everybody, if you're looking for a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way, just like this guy did. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. And before I introduce our guest, I'd like to remind everybody, you can listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by, listen to Mike Wagner Show, mikewagnershow.com. Also check our Facebook page, facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. Download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We just witnessed a very wonderful performance from a gentleman who grew up in Buffalo, New York, now living in the tri-state New York area. He started violin training at the age of 2, the Buffalo Hill Philharmonic at the age of 13, and he's also put on a very energetic performance, and he performed at Madison Square Garden, Hammerside Hall, Lincoln Center. He's been featured on PBS, made headlines on CNN, a lot of the New York stations, NBC, and you're known for breakdancing across stages with the LED electric violin. He also performs as a DJ violinist and a lot more. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from his home studio in the New York area, and finds a lot of things to do during this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the premier violinist, Asher Laub. Asher, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us. You did such a great job.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate you having me on.
And what was the name of that song that you just did?
That was Neon Dreams. Neon Dreams. Neon.
Neon Dreams. Nice. Okay, tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write it.
Well, it's a really long story. I have trouble making the story short, but in a nutshell, it's kind of a fun song. If you look at the music video, it just seems kind of, it's a bunch of people dancing and having a good time. But really, the deeper meaning behind it was my dream. I actually kind of wrote it after I would say emerged from probably one of the most challenging periods of my life, which was adrenal insufficiency. I was stuck in a wheelchair, almost lost my family. That's just a very short piece of a very long story. But I emerged out of that, thank God, healthy. And I wrote that song. It was really my inspiration. And it was my dream to make music of my career. And I did.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you're doing a really good job as well, too. So you've been in violin training at the age of 2. You've been at Buffalo Hill Philharmonic starting at 13 years old and made all these appearances, DJ violinist, LED electric violin. And tell us how you got started career-wise in music.
Career-wise? Well, it started when I actually up in Buffalo. We just did, because I had been playing with orchestras for so many years. It was sort of a natural transition. Okay, being in high school, we're looking for some extra money, so we played a couple of corporate events with our quartet. And when I moved to New York for my undergrad degree, went to Yeshiva University and then NYU. You got to pay the bills. So I was club dating every weekend. Just the second I stepped foot in Manhattan, and I was just there were gigs all over the place, and companies and bands, orchestras were just calling me, and I was doing concerts within probably about 2 years.
Wow, that's amazing. It sounds like you had a lot of steady work and being a DJ violinist. Now, do you go to clubs and you just like, do some scratching and play the mixes along with the violin?
That's exactly what I do. I wish I kind of set up a table for you. I have a bunch of those videos online of my kind of live mixing and playing a violin in between and in conjunction with the DJing. I love doing that in clubs, and I played at various private events and corporate events as well, concerts. The larger concerts, people tend to want to have a dedicated DJ and just myself, rocking the crowd on violin, since that's my trademark. But I take a lot of pride in the whole multifaceted aspects of the complicated nature of kind of balancing the two skills, DJing and violin.
That's something I could never ever accomplish. I don't know why, but sometime as well too. Let's see you do a demonstration of behind the DJ turntables along with the violin, and let's see how you do it. I mean, besides the video, doing it live, that would even be better. It's amazing.
Yeah, I wish I had my table set up. I don't want to keep all your guests waiting. It would be like a good.
They can wait.
Oh, yeah. I have to set up the cameras and everything. It's a little complicated, but probably save it for another interview.
Oh, that'd be fine. Sometime down the road or whatsoever. So,
but I'll tell you. I don't know if you could see my DJ software over here. Just on the laptop. I mean, it doesn't have the DJ controller, which allows me to live mix. I need like a unit in front of me, which connects to the laptop, which has virtual DJ software. Those of you who kind of have a general idea of how DJing works, and I'm actually able to do a little bit of mixing on here. You can't do too much complex mixing, but I just did now with Neon Dreams. I kind of connected the song. I put it in like an auto mix category, which allows me to kind of transition between songs across decks. I don't know if that actually makes sense to you, but you see, there's 4 decks here, so I can sort of attach. I could add 4 different songs, a song for each deck, and then kind of mix each rhythm in real time. So that's a little introduction as to how it works.
That is amazing. And of course, hopefully that'll be the future of, club DJing, bring some instruments. And next thing you know, it could be a cello, or it could be, say, with the flute and everything else. I could think of, like, Jethro Tull being the flute. And I just have a question too. I don't know if you remember, but I remember Jimmy Page was doing the violin, but playing like as a guitar. So that's what made me think of it too. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen that. Jimmy Page using the violin as kind of a guitar, or taking the bow and pointing towards a guitar.
Oh yeah, I mean, that it's funny. I haven't thought about Jimmy Page in years, but he is certainly a legend. And I remember that was something that really excited me back in like middle school. Back when I was younger, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And not only Jimmy Page, but Jimi Hendrix.
I noticed a picture up there of Jimi Hendrix, and I can imagine him, doing a violin like that, or taking a bow to his guitar and everything. I mean, he can set fire to a guitar. I'm sure he could do something with a violin. So
I mean, the man played with his toes. I mean, he literally put his toes on the guitar and fingered the frets. So yeah, I'm sure the bow isn't be too complicated for him.
That's got to be something. And who are some of your favorite musicians and violinists growing up?
Too many to count. Jascha Heifetz, a legend. I wish I could have met him. Itzhak Perlman, who doesn't know him? He was certainly an inspiration to many of us, because he actually ventured beyond just traditional classical. He went into klezmer. David Garrett, I kind of discovered years later into, when I was in high school. And he's sort of a crossover artist. And Lindsey Sterling a little bit later on. She started the whole dancing thing. I can't take credit for that. But she just blew up. She's a super pop star. She really did something with her career. But she her original intentions were to go into classical music and to be like a concert mistress, but she went the pop route. She went the pop route. And I don't know if you're familiar with her. David Garrett. He's bigger in Europe than the U.S.
Mm-hmm. There's another violinist I had in mind too, being in the Midwest, Rachel Barton, just having like one arm and playing the violin. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but there was a story about her where she was running late, and I guess her arm got caught like in the subway and lost her arm, and she was supposed to go to a performance, but she was able to play with one arm of the violin, and she plays, not just classical, but, rock and country and just about everything else. It just made me think of it.
That's unbelievable. I actually am not familiar with. I might have maybe seen a video or two, but I'm now going to check it out. That is truly inspiring on so many levels.
And of course, you're also inspiring as well too. We'll talk about your latest single as well too. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking our budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with electric violinist Asher Laub here on the Mike Wagner Show. Born and raised in Buffalo, New York, now live in the tri-state area. And you also got a new single out called Freefall. And why don't you go ahead and play it for us?
You got it.
Here we go. Freefall from Asher Laub here on the Mike Wagner Show.
That's that.
Oh, that was fantastic. Freefall from Asher Laub here on the Mike Wagner Show. And tell us more about that song and what inspired you to compose and write it.
Well, I just composed it around the time of coronavirus, so I guess Freefall.
Oh, really? So it happened as soon as news broke?
You know, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was very much time appropriate for this. Just, you know, I can't tell you, my biggest concern, aside from the economy, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into the whole coronavirus fiasco. I'm sure you hear about it all day long, is people's depression nationwide, internationally. People are stuck at home and they're not able to kind of get out. And I think the song is a shout out to all those people having trouble during this very challenging time in our nation's history. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and of course, you also had some other singles as well, too. Of course, we just played Neon Dreams to start, and Finesse, which Bruno Mars, Cardi B, and also Johnny B. Good, Twist and Shout. You also did that, too. Zoot Suit Riot's like, you cover some classics as well, too. So maybe just, just tell us which ones really influenced you, and maybe you can play some Jimi Hendrix a little bit later on.
I don't have any Jimi Hendrix prepared at this moment, but I could definitely do it if I, was just given a few moments. I just don't want to waste your audience's time.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of prep because I play along with tracks. I got to know exactly what I'm playing. I mean, some classic rock, what you're into, huh?
Yeah, and there's also just a lot of things, like the hip hop, the rap, and also when you play that thing, it sounds like Orange Blossom Special. It sounds like a little bit of Johnny Cash. So I don't know if you do Orange Blossom Special or maybe into country, and maybe if you're willing to do that or Orange Blossom Special, you can put on the lights on the violin too. So
I do know Orange Blossom Special. I don't have it prepared, so I don't want to sound ridiculous. What could there's On the Road, but yeah, that's not a cover. Well, I just played, for my fans on Facebook, I played Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, that would be good. I love Charlie Daniels. So
all right, let's see if I can find it here. Let's see if I can find it. You want to hear that? I got it ready.
All right, so go ahead and have at it. Devil Went Down to Georgia from Asher Laub here on the Mike Wagner Show. So Charlie Daniels, if you're listening out there, just eat your heart out. Don't let the devil. So
just a heads up, it's got some vocals in it. That's the track that I have. So
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Let's have at it.
All right.
Devil went down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul steal. Cause he was in a bind, he was wasting time and needed to make a deal. But he came If you care to take a dare, I'll make this bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle for but give the devil a clue. I bet a fiddle against your soul, cause I think I'm better than you. The boss said my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take you back to your fiddlery Rick, cause I'm the bestest ever The devil opened up his fist and said, I'll start the show. And fire from his fingertips as he rosined up the road. And he pulled a ball across the streets and he made an evil hiss. And a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. When the devil finished, Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son. Well, sit down in that chair and let me show you how it's done. His head because he knew that he could beat. And he laid that golden fiddle on the ground with Johnny's feet. John said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best that's ever been. Run, run, boys, run. The house is rising sun. Chicken the ring, big enough door. This is not like no child.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. I love it. Asher Laub here on the Mike Wagner Show. We'll talk about what's coming up and talk about his worldwide touring. And first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with electric violinist Asher Laub here on the Mike Wagner Show, born and raised in Buffalo, New York, now living in the tri-state area. And, of course, you've had performances, too, like Madison Square Garden, Hammerstein Hall, Lincoln Center, and more. You can tell us about some of those places you've been at and what's it like, playing at those places.
Well, I'm going to have to say that it's kind of dreamy, It's like, am I really here? Like, this is something, these are venues that I've always dreamed of being at. And, once I'm on stage, it's sort of like, it's like another stage because I've just been playing stages my entire career for the last 15, 20 years now. So it's just really kind of second nature. The truth is, these more prestigious venues, they aren't necessarily any larger than playing a festival. So, it's just really just a thing to blow up your ego unnecessarily. Something to brag about. But to play alongside, other established, well-respected artists is it's really an honor, and it's something that I certainly hope to return to those venues.
And also, do you also travel around and play a lot of countries and cities as well too? Tell about some of the places you've been in, and what are some of your favorite cities and countries you enjoy playing in? What are your favorites?
So some of my regulars / favorites are, aside from New York. I mean, New York keeps me really busy. There's just so much going on in the tri-state. Texas, Florida, and California, Los Angeles areas. I am probably going back and forth to those 4 locations. Once a month, twice a month. It's pretty regular for me. And people just keep bringing me back out. And I'm looking to really do a cross-country tour with the release of this forthcoming album. I'm 7 songs into it. I've got 2 songs that are going to be released in the next 2 weeks or so. I mean, they're ready to get published. Brighter Days is one of them. I wish I had it 100% ready for you. Once that's done, the album's going to be just about ready in the next, I would say, month or so.
In a month or so, okay. And what else can we expect from you in later in 2020 and beyond, especially in 2021?
So I'll tell you, I keep myself busy with a whole lot of things aside from just touring. I'm also doing a lot of club dates, corporate events. I manage Fiddler's Dream Productions, which is an entertainment group. So sort of wearing a lot of different hats. Although my focus is what I'm doing as an artist, producing original music. So the Fiddler's Dream Productions component is like I mentioned, something I'm going to be busy with, and releasing videos and lots of material and original music and covers through that through the live band component. So you can expect to see things out of there. I'm releasing pretty much an original song every month. So that's another thing in 2020, 2021 that you could expect from me. Probably about 12 songs over the next year, in addition to covers. It's like 2 songs per month, 1 original, one cover at least.
Wow, and you do like a song every month and a cover song every month as well too. And where can we find that?
So you can check it out on my YouTube channel. I'm constantly releasing things there. Also on Asher, so that's Asher Official. And you can, if you're not able to, it's pretty easy to find me there. You just type in Asher Laub, Laub. And that should be one of the first things that pops up on the YouTube channel, a lot of my popular videos. And then there's the Asher Land channel, which is pretty much a lot of behind the scenes, videos of us just producing the music videos and that behind the scenes, just my daily life and things that fans just want to kind of check out. And that I actually just released. I just made public, I'd say November, December time. So that's sort of in its fledgling stage. You check out a bunch of videos there too.
That is amazing. And of course, just a few more minutes here with Asher Laub. Love to have you back on as well too. And of course, love to have you back on. We'll definitely give you some notice. Maybe set up like a club DJ table and just show us how it's done, everything. And I love to see how you do it. And also, what would you say the funniest moment you had on stage? Whatever it's you're at a concert hall or you're performing at a club or anything like that. What do you consider the funniest moment you ever experienced?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. I've done about 1,500 events since 2001. So it's going to take me a few minutes to go back and remember. It was the funniest moment. It's been a lot of funny moments. Couple people slipping on stage, just making total lunatics. They're getting drunk. I guess at the time it wasn't so funny, but in retrospect now it is. Something that my $1,500 bow broke when some guy tripped over it. I guess that isn't so funny, but.
Oh no, $1,500 bow. Did you make him pay for it?
He was sort of like a friend, and it was a little awkward. I was hoping he would offer, but it happened to be at a concert, about 1,500 people, and I don't know. I was kind of desperate. I was like, okay, I have no bows at the moment. So some other guy happened to have his violin case with him. He lent me his bow. It was just ridiculous. Totally out of my.
It's like yelling, "Is there a doctor in the house?"
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's where I met my first girlfriend. Actually, she thought it was cute.
Oh, really?
Oh,
It's like somebody broke your bow, someone gave you a bow, and you met your girlfriends. It's like, was it based on the incident on someone giving you a violin bow when it broke, or it was just like, hey, I like what happened. You're cute.
I don't know. Maybe she liked my performance, or she thought it was funny the way I went about the whole like, hey, you broke my $1,500 bow, but I handled it pretty cool. Who knows? But hey, it didn't work out in the end. I didn't end up marrying her, but we had a nice fling going on.
At least you marry you just for the broken bow, I'll tell you that.
that was worth the story, I gotta say.
Oh my gosh.
That was bequeathed to me by my aunt Sheila, who is the first violins in the Boston Symphony. So I actually honestly never told her. If she's listening to the show now, she'll know. She bequeathed that bow to me. She owns an Amati. So like one of those $300,000 violins. So
$300,000 violin. Oh my goodness. I have to check it out one day. Although I don't have it, I have to check it out. I'm so glad I brought it up. And maybe there's $1 million bow out there, or it could be $1 billion. Who knows?
Well, I don't know about that, although you never know. But there's the Stradivarius, the Amati. That's that family of violins. I don't know, made back in the 1600s. That's what they're playing. That's why they're worth so much. These things are collector's items.
And that's amazing too. Of course, we'll talk more about that. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Oh man, there's just too many. I can't say there's only one person, but David Garrett's a pretty big influence for me. Pretty big inspiration. Again, I'm not sure you know who he is, but he's a crossover violinist, and he's kind of paved the way for artists like myself. And I don't know how big he is in the U.S., but he's really very popular in Europe, and he's playing a lot of pop music, doing a lot of covers. He's a highly trained classical musician, and he's somebody that he's sort of given me the inspiration to get out of my traditional realm of classical music, and gave me the realization that, hey, I can make a pop career out of this stuff and play alongside rock stars and pop musicians, and those types of hip hop artists, those types of artists.
Mm-hmm. I did. And speaking of rock musicians, I'm glad it brought this up. Who ideally would you like to play alongside in terms of the rock genre, hip hop, or anything like that? Who would you ideally like to play next to?
Well, we talk about Madison Square Garden. Billy Joel's just like he's there like every day. It's like his office space. I would love to hang out with Billy Joel. Jam out with him.
The Billy Joel corner?
Yeah. I think the guy lives out in Long Island also, where I'm at. So I want to bump into him and say, hey, put me on stage with you, buddy.
There you go. I think that'd be great too. Sing along with the Piano Man. Put Elton John right there too. So heck
yeah. People are always requesting that at country clubs. I'm like, can you play Piano Man? They love Billy Joel.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure you can probably practice with that. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Pursuing music?
It can be anything, like pursuing music, just life in general, anything like that.
Well, there's a whole lot of advice I could just dispense just from my insane, experience with adrenal insufficiency, like I mentioned earlier in the interview. I would say never give up on your dreams. Yeah, I almost did it. I almost gave up, and I continue to pursue what I just envisioned myself playing music, and just lying there in bed thinking, how the heck am I going to get out of here? How am I going to get better? And I did it. It took me a year, but I did it, and brought my career to new heights. And thank God, I'm healthy, and I just, people shouldn't give up on their dreams, and don't let somebody else tell you what to do with your dreams and tell you how to live your life. You have a passion for something, go for it.
And I think that's fantastic. Once again, Asher Laub on the Mike Wagner Show, electric violinist, club DJ. Thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Definitely love to have you back on. We'd love to hear more of your works. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen to your music?
So Facebook.com/Asher Laub Music. And well, the simplest way to get to all my social media links, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, go to AsherLaub.com, and in the margin, you'll see all my socials. And then you can, you click on any of those socials. I post exclusive content for my fans that are engaged on social media, and I have a messenger funnel where people can get free downloads of music and all sorts of merch discounts. So go to AsherLaub.com, ASHERLAUB, and click on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube and check out my videos.
Sounds great. Asher, again, a big thank you for your time. You've been more than fantastic. You've just been stupendous. I have to say this. Marvelous, as Billy Crystal would say. Big thank you for your time. You've been great. Looking forward to having you again soon. Definitely sometime in 2020 and beyond. Do us a favor. Keep this up to date. We definitely love to have you back.
Thank you so much for having me.